Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Now, if you guys are watching this one, you guys are ready for my alliance leader to tear into my Blitz teams. Especially if you saw that day 700 roster review, you kind of know what's coming. Or do you? Only one way to find out. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it.
All right.
All right. Okay.
We talked about this. Please work on them.
Yep. Still the
All
best
right.
team I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it though. Priorities.
Yeah. Um,
Um, Symbiotes. 100 days ago, I would have told you to max out anti venom, but now you mentioned you're bringing him to Dark Dimension 4, though,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So this
So
team's
time.
this team's gonna be a monster by the time I'm done.
Okay.
This is kind of a mismatch of mutants, because I don't have Blob and Toad and I don't have the rest of the X-Men. In War, I actually don't run them like this. Phoenix and Colossus make a separate team, and Magneto, Juggernaut, and Pyro make a separate team. I have a little cheat sheet over here that I use every war to remind myself that they run on separate teams. So I use this for Blitz. It's a guaranteed 8.3 win. I haven't had a loss yet with it.
Okay. I actually recently, I love my Brotherhood and such. I recently put Healer on Juggernaut, and it does a lot better. Just a little bit of sustain. I
Okay.
found Striker wasn't really making a difference.
Okay.
So
Nope.
yeah. Honestly, if you think about like what it takes to get a character from level 1 to 60, it's kind of like a day's worth of gold, right?
Yeah.
So if like 1 week you were like, okay, I am going to get Psylocke, Storm, and Cyclops up to level 60, bam, you have another Blitz team, right? And
Yeah.
then you do the same thing with Blob and Toad.
Yeah.
That's 5 days of gold. Then you have two Blitz teams.
Yeah.
I know it sucks, but if you just bite the bullet, you have those teams forever.
Yeah. More mutants. Ugh.
Something to think about.
Yeah, it definitely is good. The mutant gear is what worries me, but definitely, yeah, something that's a strong suggestion.
Well, especially with the X-Men, it's going to be Phoenix that carries
Yeah.
in Blitz. So
Yeah.
I split these guys up into pure Guardians and put Vision and Minerva on another team
Okay.
for more Blitz team purposes. But yeah, no, that's pretty standard to me.
Yeah.
I may as well put like a level 1 Ice One Groot though.
Oh yeah. There are some characters I don't have ISO on everybody yet. I was there for a while while I was building my Blitz teams, like from scratch. I was putting ISOs on the full team, but you're probably going to see a lot of teams that I haven't touched, like BKT variant here. I haven't really touched it, so it just had whatever you put on it to clear content. It's not really meant to
All right.
synergize.
Well, I'll stop nitpicking you for that then. All
um,
right.
Marauders.
Got yeah, no, that looks good to me.
All right.
You're running the Shield Trooper variant. It's weird to see him being the strongest on that team, but yeah, okay, no, that looks good.
Oh, technically Furious. He's just more tiered up.
Oh yeah.
All right. And Inhumans.
This is like a very commonly unbalanced team because you're not gonna take your Karnak to level 14. That would just be silly.
Yeah.
So just a couple good passes in here make them able to punch up pretty well. You still have to be careful because I mean you like consider your Quake and Yo-Yo,
Yeah.
right? Or like so tiny, but no, that looks good to me.
Okay. Defenders.
Standard, yeah. Same thing with the ISOs, but I get it.
The Ultron power armor.
So for Blitz, you can easily toss Iron Man in there and put Ultron with the team by himself, and
Yeah.
they'll win.
I'll have to invest in Iron Man. He's still level 30.
Yeah, you probably I'd try to get away with it, see if it works at level 30, and if it does, like on a Blitz you don't care about,
Okay.
try it out more than once, and if it doesn't, try him at level 50. Like I understand you don't want to get your Iron Man to these guys' level, right? But then
Yeah.
you put Ultron with any four chumps, and he's gonna win. That's another Blitz team.
Okay.
But yeah, that looks good to me.
All right.
Wakanda, yeah, Wakanda is a Blitz team.
All right.
I hope to see that Axeman at the top of your your teams,
It's
but
good. It's
it
working
is
its way up
looking
there.
good. Dude, the red stores are pretty good too. Actually, they're doing
Yeah,
better than me.
they
Stores.
have 445. They'll be great. There's the as Guardians, but really for Blitz, you just need Hela to carry.
Yeah, mine aren't as off balance as yours, but they still win. So if
Yeah.
anybody's watching, all you have to do is build up Hella, put her with these guys, and they'll win.
And same thing here with Pimtech. Just Ghost. You just have to make sure you get the good one-on-one matchup. You know, whoever they have high powered, make sure it's someone Ghost can beat one-on-one, and you win.
Yeah, I just haven't quite found a good use for her. I I like Skirmisher on Ant-Man. You probably just don't care because it's Tech, but yeah. They're fun, but they're just not very reliable, I find.
No, I said that earlier today during a war matchup on stream. I was like, they're not real. I don't trust them, so I like to punch down because I just don't trust them to get a win.
Yeah.
And they won easily. Of course, they make me look bad.
That's always happens to me all the time on stream. Okay, so I run Coulson with Fury for Blitz because I find that they don't win by themselves enough.
Yeah.
And then I try. Well, I have Hawkeye. I know that you have them down at the bottom there.
Yeah.
But you could put like a shield operator. Oh, you also have her down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a tomorrow's problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can definitely split that team up into a couple of other ones.
All right, cool. Because right now, I think now that team actually wins consistently at 8.3. It's not one that I really worry about.
Your Fury team?
No, the Fury Shield team I do worry about. Like you need a certain matchup, but this one, the Avenger one with Coulson, I mean I haven't had a problem where it's disappointed me. It pretty wins most of the time.
Yeah, that's why I would put Coulson with Fury, right? Because it's a bit overkill with Captain Marvel and the rest of them, right? And it just to give more consistency to your Coulson team, right? And like Captain Marvel, I think I run with Kree minions, and they still win because she carries the team, right?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. X-Force is looking pretty X-Forcey to me.
Yeah, a little off balance, but they get the job done.
No, that's fine.
This one worries me. And I think it's because Taskmaster's not the strongest in the group. But they don't win 8.3s as consistently as I would like. And I think it has a lot to do with Taskmaster not being the biggest.
You have no T4s on them.
No.
Yeah, just take a look at the T4s later, and his passive, Taskmaster's passive is really good.
Okay.
And I feel like I wouldn't normally recommend people to put in T4s for blitz purposes, but if you can put one in and it can make a huge effect on your team, I think it's worth it.
Oh, so I'd have to get him up to level 64 to get his passive.
Yeah, but how much gold is that? 700k?
I don't know. I'll find out one day.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I definitely wanted to get to win more. It's not reliable right now. This is another one, Sinister 6. I have to constantly keep checking for basically a Defender City Hero matchup. As long as I get a City Hero matchup, it's winning 8.3.
Yeah, you'll get your Doc Ock on there soon, and then you'll win every time.
Yeah. Aim, just have to make sure I don't. Now, the opposite case, I have to make sure I don't face the defenders with aim and I win.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty fun for that. Especially before, I would literally put it on auto, walk away, come back 10 minutes later, they'd win.
Yeah. All right. And then kind of a makeshift team with 3 young Avengers.
Yeah,
actually,
brawlers. Just get you the wins, then that's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's not. I mean it's not reliable. It's around Taskmaster, Merc team type reliable, but like I said, it does win 8.3 matches. It doesn't win against a lot of teams that you will see. Supernatural again. I have to be careful with the matchup. Mordo's pretty much the one carrying that team instead of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I have a similar situation going on there. Yeah, it's basically just find the proper matchup. I mean, again, these characters would benefit from getting to level 60 quite a bit, right? But yeah, priorities.
Next up is pretty much just Zemo. It's once again and this pretty much ends my reliable 8.3 matches. All I have to do is make sure that whoever's overpowered on the other side, it can't beat Zemo one-on-one, and it's a win.
Okay. Yeah, Again, bite the bullet, put Hydra Grenadier on there.
Okay.
If you just like once a week, just take one day and use it to work on a character that isn't meta or whatever,
Yeah.
and you'll see an improvement in your Blitz team over like a short period of time. I guarantee you. I
Okay.
did the same thing. Right? When they had Blitz Sim come out, I think I was running like 22 teams.
Okay.
And then Blitz Sim came out. I wasn't coming in top 1% anymore, so I started adjusting like that. Now I have 29 teams that win, and I come 1%.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. So the next couple here are ones that they can win at 8.1 or 8.2, but very rare they can win at 8.2, 8.3. Usually I have to switch to one of the other teams that are more reliable. So a lot of times if for somehow I lose an 8.3 match, I usually will drop down to one of these following teams, win the 8.0, win the 8.1, and then go back up to the teams that score more points. So that's starting with the Namor Fantastic Four, the kind of the Doc Ock makeshift Young Avenger type deal going on. Next one, kind of just the long shot Shatterstar Iron Man. Like it's just kind of a mixture, but I figure probably between Ultimates, Long Shot, and Shatterstar, they're the ones probably winning it for me. And same thing, Skilletary. Hit or miss sometimes. I have to watch the matchup, but they do get the job done most of the time at 8.0, 8.1. And then the Hydra team, I just have to watch the matchup. As long as I go against somebody who doesn't have a lot of AoE, I can pretty much win them.
The fact that your hand team is bigger than any of these teams offends me.
Okay, and then after Hydra, we get into the teams that pretty much, unless they're face in hand, they're not winning 8.0. And these are usually, and there's only 4 of them. So the Red Skull Hydra ends at 26. So last 4 here are basically, like I said, I usually start like brand new first day. I'll use these 4 teams, but after that, I don't use them at all. They get the hand, got the Kree, and then you got some characters that could be useful in their proper teams, but not very useful in the teams that they're on. Just trying to put them somewhere just so that I can max out all my save squads.
Hold on, just scroll up a little bit. Oh, the other way. The other up.
Up.
There we go. Okay. Take one of those Kree minions off.
Okay.
You can put Captain Marvel on there, and they'll win.
Okay.
Even like with them all being level 54 and stuff, she'll carry.
All right. So I gotta find a replacement for Captain Marvel.
Yeah. I think that the rest of your Avengers and Coulson would carry as well. You could probably throw like a shield minion on there. Or someone. So maybe throw your Mantis on there.
Okay.
Right? Mantis does really well with Hulk, actually. I wouldn't normally advise that, but given your roster, what you're working with.
Okay.
He does really well when he gets a lot of full heals and stuff, or gets his health, like, right in certain thresholds so we can get speed bar and such. But, again, try that out on a blitz that you don't care about, and I'm pretty sure take out, like, one of those 54... level 54 minions, put Captain Marvel on there, and I'm very confident you'll win on 8.3. Just again, you can't just fight against any team, but you will get consistent wins. Well, this one probably doesn't get you any wins on 8.3.
No, like I said, the last four have consistently shown me they really can't win at the tier 8 level.
Yeah, but okay, honestly, this is so much better than I saw before.
Yeah.
You've always shown immense knowledge in this game, which is why you're very beloved by the community, right?
Yeah.
And we appreciate your strategy and stuff. But sometimes your rosters, I'd be like, right. And I get why you would slap together teams like that infamous one that you had.
Yeah.
With the Phoenix and Colossus and Falcon and all that.
Oh yeah.
Right. It wasn't that you were like, I'll put them together. You were like, okay, I don't have a full power armor team. I don't have this team. I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to be able to take out something with them, right?
Yeah.
So there's always been a method to your madness, but I have to say that as your alliance leader, I definitely appreciate how your roster is balancing itself out a lot more, and all your plans that you've expressed here, that they sound like good, solid plans, and just work on your Captain Marvel. But no, seriously, all the teams that I'd like to see you build up
Yeah.
are definitely a lower priority than your Dark Dimension 4 plan. So, but you're shaping along very well, and it is good to see the improvement for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been nice to be able to feel the freedom of being able to shift my focus from clearing content to balancing things out. And at first, like I said, once I clear content, it was kind of like, oh, let's go war focus. And then it was like, oh, Blitz Sim came out. Well, I need to make sure I can keep my position in Blitz, because the one thing I've come to learn recently, there are thousands of whales out there, not just a couple hundred, thousands.
Yeah.
So I kind of need to, lock down my position and be a little bit smarter with it. Because trying to get right now, my position is like 2 to 3% here, and I'm about 10 million away from even being viable for 1%. So it's trying to like make sure that I don't lose that ground to people that are willing to whale for that position. So
Yeah, just like I'm like 19,000 TCP in the world, and I've scored, I think it was 1100 on a new character.
yeah,
Right, and I'm not saying this to self brag. I'm just trying to show that I outperformed over that's almost 18,000 players in the game. So yeah, it is obviously a player with 3 million TCP doesn't have a chance. That's how it is,
yeah.
right? Which is unfortunate, right? But like it's not so fair to dismissively say I'm not a whale, I can't get in top 1%. Like it can happen. You just have to outthink your players. There's a combination of time, skill, game knowledge, and luck, of course, right?
Yeah.
And you got the luck, that's for sure. You got the skill, you got the knowledge. Now you just need the time.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that'll pretty much do it for this roster review. If you guys want to check out Nico, like I said, he's on Twitch. I'll have his link in the description down below. I'll probably have a nice little banner going across the screen, so you know what to type into the search bar when you're on Twitch. But guys, yeah, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to catch whatever I decide to do next, which I have no idea, don't forget that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.